Okay, so now we're going to talk about one of my favorite go-to breakfasts in the morning. It doesn't take that much time to prep. So what it is oatmeal. And you can either do, stovetop oatmeal using like Quaker's Oats or something. But I really like the individual packets of Quaker Oats. I usually get the brand or the kind that has less sugar in it, because it's just, again, a healthy alternative to regular oatmeal. And so I usually will do fruit flavored, or you can do like the maple brown sugar is also really good. So I'll do about a pack or two of oatmeals in a bowl, and I'll put that in the microwave. And on top of that, I really enjoy sliced strawberries or bananas, really any fruit of choice, but I find those two to be the best. Your oatmeal, of course. I put a little bit of chia seeds in mine. These are really, really good. Have, with the oatmeal, create a really great texture. I think you can get these. I got mine at Fisher's Country Store. They're also at Walmart and Weis, I believe. So those are some local areas that you can go out and get some. I also drizzle a little bit of honey on top and peanut butter, but the type of peanut butter I use, which I wish I had brought it with me, it's actually powdered, and you mix a tablespoon of the powder and a tablespoon of water, and it creates peanut butter. And what I'll do is add a little bit of extra water and make it kind of a little more runny so that I can drizzle it on top of everything. And that breakfast is just, it's just amazing. They're so good. Just try it. I love it. But yeah, so that is also one very healthy, very filling breakfast option that I love to do. Okay, so now we're going to jump into what you could consider a dessert or a snack. These are no-bake energy bites. So the ingredients you're going to need are old-fashioned oats, shredded coconut, creamy peanut butter, ground flaxseed, also purchased at Fisher's Country Store in Cessna, semi-sweet chocolate chips. I got the mini ones just because the balls are relatively small, so I kind of wanted nothing crazy. Honey and chia seeds. I don't know if it's chia or chai. Either one works. It'll be fine. Alright, so first we are going to get our shredded coconut. Really, the order in which you add these ingredients doesn't matter because it's all getting combined in the end. So, whatever you do first, preference. So, for the shredded coconut, let me see here.
And that's the sweetened?
Yes, this is sweetened shredded coconut.
Okay.
It smells really good.
Let me smell. You know what? That's just like pina colada.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it'll just be easier if I scoop it up. Yeah. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright. And then you're going to need 1 cup of old-fashioned oats. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to need a 1/2 cup of ground flaxseed. So let me open this bad boy. And also, I should mention, we have not made these before. So this is also a testing of a new experiment, but heard very good things, so hopefully they are good, fingers crossed. So of the ground flaxseed, you need a 1/2 cup. This side. Also, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of your chocolate chips. I think you can use dark chocolate if you want. Dark chocolate's a lot better for you than milk chocolate. So again, personal preference. Since these are mini, I'm gonna add just a little bit extra.
And who doesn't want an extra chocolate chip?
Exactly. Okay, and then you're gonna need a 1/3 cup of honey. Honey is a very, very good natural sweetener. That's why I like to put it on my oatmeal, because instead of adding brown sugar or sugar to my oatmeal, honey is just a lot healthier.
Did you know that
Great
honey
alternative.
never goes bad?
I did not know that.
No. If stored
Really?
properly in a dry area, it will be good. We could come back 2,000 years from now, and that honey, we could still bake with it.
Interesting.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yep.
And
That's if it was accurate, what I read on the
Is
internet.
that a Dee's Delight tip?
Yeah, Dee's Delight tip.
So in
keep your
case-
honey forever. What's wrong phone? Let me see. As long as those properties aren't altered, processed honey has a virtually indefinite shelf life. However, unprocessed honey, like the kind found in a beehive, hasn't had the impurities filtered out and removed.
Oh.
That means it.
Well,
So that is probably.
If you put this in water, you can still see the honeycomb, the DNA.
Oh,
Because
wow.
it's, yeah, you've never seen that?
No.
Yeah, if, I'll have to find the video, but if you put it in like water and stir it, you can see some of the honey rising up, but you can still see the honeycomb pattern of the honey.
Cool.
Because it's like, it's not alive, but it's
Yeah.
something. I know that I know the answer, but.
Very good. Well, we learned a lot about honey today.
Yes, yes, I did. Okay, so after your honey, you're gonna do 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Okay, so now we're gonna need a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. This is just good old Jif. I'm assuming that you could use like nut butter, so like an almond butter with this or something, but I didn't have that, and I wasn't making an extra trip, so we're just gonna have to use the Jif, which is fine. Okay. Alright, go ahead and add your peanut butter to that. I hate putting peanut butter in measuring cups because you never get everything out, and it's just, you get a little messy. But then you can lick your fingers after.
That's right. That's right.
And then before you start cooking again, wash them, because no one wants your saliva in their food.
Yeah.
Okay. For this recipe, you can also add a teaspoon of vanilla if you like. That just adds a little bit of extra flavor. Okay, so now we're just gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. And get you a spatula and mix that bad boy on up. So get you a spatula or a spoon, and we're just gonna mix all of those ingredients together. There's so much honey. Now you really want to make sure everything is combined evenly, because what you do after you mix this is you're going to set this in the refrigerator 1 to 2 hours. So, you know, if you don't have that time in the morning, which I mean not a lot of us do, you can always do this the night before. And in the morning before you leave, you can just roll a couple balls to take for breakfast, because like I said, these are no bake energy bites. I think we're almost there. Just going to clean off our spoon and give it one more good stir. Alright, and after mixing it, it should look somewhat like that. And now we're going to plop it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours.
So after that, then what do you do then? You just roll them out into balls?
Yeah,
And
you just roll them into bite-sized balls, and that's pretty much it. Super, super easy.
here's what she's got. You know what we could do? We could test taste these before they're chilled.
Yes.
Because then you just roll it up and then you can take it with you and have it all week long.
Works for me.
Little protein, little. So let's each just take a little spoonful of it. I'm gonna test it and see what we think.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Yes, Doug, we're recording.
Mmm.
Let me see.
It's like a cookie. Very, very good.
Excellent.
And if you don't like coconut, you can't really taste too much of it, honestly, with the peanut butter.
And this is sweetened coconut. You can't even tell the coconut's in there.
No, not really. Just
No.
like by the texture
Just
sometimes
a
when
little
you're
bit.
eating it.
I know Kimberly doesn't like the texture of coconut.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what you could add besides coconut flakes to it.
Well, or we could just tell them if you don't like coconut flakes, then just don't eat it.
Yeah, just don't add it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's simple enough. Yeah, those are really good, and I can tell like they're not super like overfilling.
No.
They don't have a weird aftertaste. They're very, very good.
Yes, and I'd like to have all the ingredients on that. I'll put that on the screen.
Yes,
So before you leave, we'll get all those ingredients. We'll get it up to you. And that will probably make, I'm thinking, what, about 20 balls?
Yep.
Somewhere in 20 balls?
I would say a little under 2 dozen.
Very good, very good, very tasty, very tasty. So I think everything you were talking about here this evening, all of it's very good information for
thank
people,
you.
and we're really going to enjoy it. And like Doug said, we're going to have you over, and you might be our personal chef.
I will.
Yeah.
I like to cook.
So thanks for joining us here on Dee's Delights, and we hope to see Lexi again.
Yes, ma'am. Bye,
We'll see you real
guys.
soon.